It's time for the type of energy only Darren McCarty and Neil Rule can give. It's time for Big D Energy, live on Woodward Sports. Join four-time Stanley Cup champion and legendary badass Darren McCarty and the golden voice of Neil Rule, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., as they give their takes on all things Detroit sports. The number one midday show in Detroit is on. Welcome to Big D Energy.
Yo, what's going on, buddy? Welcome back to another episode of Big D Energy.
Big D!
Right here on the Woodward Sports Network. Hump Day.
Let's go.
Top five Wednesday as well. Neil Rule, D-Mac, Darren McCarty, KG in the house. What's really good? Completing the Death Row record shirt. Shout out Suge Knight.
You damn right. Y'all ain't got no love for Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg? That's all I'm saying, man. But no, hey, it's a good day minus the weather, man. But just happy to have the team in here, man, because you about to take off on us again. I don't appreciate that.
Bro.
I don't appreciate that, bro.
I can't have a vacation.
This is why we not good. It's shit like this.
This coming from the man who said that my black card is being held up. They, quote, may meet next month or, quote, maybe the month after.
Listen, I can't work on getting you an update, but I'm just saying, you taking off and shit and putting me on the day. I'm just saying.
All right. We'll get it figured out, KG.
Yeah, all right, cool.
We ain't good, but we're real good.
We good.
All
we
right.
get there.
Okay, I like it. Jesus in the house as well. Jesus, what's going on?
Nothing much. Just an average Wednesday for me.
Is it? I know. You got the Western Michigan get up. Oh, wait, no. That's all Michigan. So today we're Michigan.
Yeah.
But when we're at school, we're Western Michigan.
Every day it's Western
Even
Michigan.
when we're at school at Western Michigan?
It's every day for both. It's every day for both. They're not on this. They're not even on the same stratosphere, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, man. All right. I'm trying to figure it out. Amon-Ra.
Hello.
What's up, man?
Nothing.
You know what? I've noticed. Here's what I've noticed, Benny. There is an arc to Spencer Raxter. There is an arc that is as old as time, that is as reliable as the sun, the moon, and the stars, as the tides in the sea. When Spencer Raxter, everything arcs towards the weekend. And then the weekend is the weekend. Mm-hmm. We know what that means with Spencer Raxter.
It's true.
Then Monday, is kind of a slow grind. And then on Wednesday, I start to see the energy in his eye, that twinkle in his eye again, where I know that he's getting right for the weekend. Mm-hmm. Spenny, you're giving that vibe. You're back, aren't you, baby?
Tomorrow's my last day of the week. I got Friday off. I'm going to Denver.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
Can you feel the energy, D-Mac, from that man?
Oh, yeah. And what I'm proud about him, he's learned how to contain it during the week, and he's learned how to put the work in and then reward himself. He's really on a balance. I like the balance Spencer's.
I like the vibe.
He's found his groove, right? And then we get to live vicariously because he sends great pictures.
He does.
I mean, I pretty much, it's one of those, I remember that. You know what I mean? I remember when me and my boys did that, and I'm glad that I don't feel like Spencer probably does right now, or his buddy in the chair.
And right? There it is.
And there's always one. It's almost like, Neil, we almost play which one of Spenny's buddies is going to be passed out in the picture first.
Right. But it ain't going to be Spenny.
No.
Never me.
Not the ringleader.
Nope.
Absolutely not. It's
good
just
balance.
I've noticed that there is a arc path to your week. And I don't even have to know what day it is. I can just see you and know about what day it is.
It's fair. Last night was annoying, though.
Yeah, no power.
No power.
No
all
air.
Night. Yeah, no air. I was sweating my dick off. Yeah, it sucked.
Man.
Yeah.
Had to shower in the dark. Had to make my lunch in the dark.
Would you make a muffletta?
No, this is salad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Tone.
Chopped up some peppers.
No power issues up in the township of Washington.
No, of course not.
No, I bet.
We were above the rain. It was sunny. It was sunny. No, but that sucks, bro. That absolutely sucks. Jump into that Woodward Sports chat thread. Sandra Dorton, regular crew today. Yes, Sandy, regular crew today. And get in there, get your thoughts in there, and we'll read them. But we do. We have a top 5 list as always on Wednesday. Top five. Top 5 things to trade. and for the record, I did like a mock Spenny top 5 things to trade in the text.
It'd be interested to see the mock Spenny and then the real Spenny.
I think they're going to be closer than you might think.
No, they're going to be pretty as close as I would think.
I would agree. Gio Mosheri just got out of Planet Fitness. First workout with my own membership. I'm coming
Shout
for you,
There
Spenny.
we go.
All right, what's he doing today then?
I got chest today.
All right, Gio.
Hey,
Push rhymes like weights.
shout out
Yeah,
Jomo,
yeah.
man. He good people. Shout out Jomo, man.
Yeah, he absolutely is. But yeah, jump into there. We got a lot of stuff to get to. Got some Tiger stuff to get to. And Spenny does a great job, even through power outages, getting the show sheet ready. But Spenny, I'm going to do what I do sometimes. There's two things that just popped into my head on the treadmill Planet Fitness, and I'm calling an audible on a couple of them.
The Planet Fitness audible of the day.
Omaha.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Omaha.
14 grit, keep Scooble. We'll get there. James, top 5 fluids next week. That is, we're drawing the line.
Yeah.
And that's fair. I don't care. Spenny, I don't care. That's fair.
I like it.
I know you like it. That's the problem.
That's a setup, man.
D-Mac, that's too far. Is that fair? That's too far.
You know what?
Just say yes, please.
We all
D-Mac,
know
I'm
what
Even
asking.
in
What's
the HR department, I would just say, Spenny, you could do that on heavyweight.
That's fair.
Okay?
That's fair.
Like that? Compromise?
Yeah, right on the spot, D-Mac.
Thank you.
I know you play a certain character, D-Mac, but you're deeper than a lot of people think.
Finger on the pulse.
Yeah, among other things. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Spenny, I do want to ask you this. Because in the show sheet, and you just talked about it, in the show sheet, one of the lines in the open, we like to talk about life in the open. I like it. Some of you don't, but a lot of you do. LFG, what about you combo top 5 trading fluids? No.
No. That's even worse.
No. No.
Again, heavyweights 5 to 7.
Check it out. Spenny hit on the show sheet here where we talk about life, and I think I know where he's going with this. Quote, being Amish would suck balls.
Yeah, it
Unquote.
would. I had to shower in candlelight. It fucking sucked. Like, I don't know. I did realize that I was tweeting angrily about having no power, that I can talk all the shit I want about Amish people on Twitter, and they can't do it.
They're not going to know.
Yeah.
Right.
They ain't got a cell phone to watch it.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Although, you
Being
know what?
Amish would suck.
Here's the deal. Can I ask this real quick? And I think you guys know.
Who defends the Amish on social media?
No, not that, but it's along those lines. And this is going to come off badly. There's no other way to say it.
All right.
But hey,
I'm looking
I'll
forward
stand.
to it.
You guys know. I think you guys know what I'm about here. Like, I'm not a dick. Truly, I'm not a dick.
Yeah.
But I want to know, right? Like, you say that they don't have a phone to watch Twitter or anything like that. Why do I always see them on planes?
It's true.
Oh, that's different. That's like a different technology.
Well, New Age Amish use phones.
They get around. Don't
There
sleep on
Amish
Amish.
slurs I can get canceled for by using on Twitter?
Probably.
100%.
Yeah.
Goddamn cart pullers. Horse riders.
Hay baggers.
All right, we're getting somewhere. FJ 1967. The Amish do have cell phones. Who knew, D-Mac?
They're not real Amish if they got cell
Yeah.
phones.
They have a mafia.
New age.
So if the Amish have a mafia,
They do
There
have
it
a
is.
I mean,
mafia.
they've had probably customs had to have evolved as technology did. I mean, they're not dumb. They make the greatest furniture in the world.
And that's what I was going to say.
generations.
Like, I'm going to ask a
But
question.
I think they're more. I think that they use more technology than we think. But I also think there's different sectors of it, right? The more technology, like the younger ones who have grown up with it, as opposed to the old traditions, it's probably like everything else in family dynamics and stuff. So
yeah.
I think the rules are like they have the rules, but I think there's different strokes for different folks. Right?
So you're telling me it's narrative driven.
Right, it's narrative driven.
Okay.
I want to take
because here's the one thing, they're great, like they're great building things
Craftsmen,
and they
no
sell
doubt.
stuff. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So they know what's going on. They're a little bit smarter. And I think they just like let on that they're not as much.
They're kind of like you in that way,
Something
D-Mac.
like that. Maybe game recognized game.
All right, Spenny, what do you got?
When we went camping in Indiana, we used to go to Yogi Bear Campground in Indiana. There's an Amish flea market called Shipshawana that we'd go to every year, and it was tons of like a bunch of things set up, little kiosks selling different stuff. We used to buy airsoft guns and shoot each other in the face with them. You know,
They
my
sold
brothers and stuff.
airsoft?
Yeah, and I do want to take an old school Amish, like the old world Amish dude. Take him to see Interstellar in IMAX and just blow his mind. That is something I would want to do.
Okay. Woodward Sports chat thread. There's some controversy about the top 5. DNC ENT. WTF is a top 5, supposed to be a top 6. We are robbed.
No,
Well-
the 6 is the sleeper number.
It's
Don't-
copyright.
It's really a top
Yeah.
5, but
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can have your honorable mention 6.
Yeah, I have
it's been
copyright
copywritten.
on the number 6.
Yeah.
So if we want to do a top
We would have to
6,
pay Spenny.
you gotta pay me my
Exactly.
royalties.
And
Listen.
that's not in the show's budget.
It's not.
Well, that's the whole thing, right? Because he's learned Neil's negotiating tactics, and he just won't. Broadcaster 6 will not relinquish the 6,
Yeah.
Yeah.
even to the show.
Get your bag, Spinny.
I mean, I get it.
No, 100%.
Protect the brand.
Mike G, top 5 furnace brands, according to Neil. All right, if I'm ever here by myself, we'll do a top 5. I'll do top 5 furnace brands. What I like, what I don't like, all of it. Matthew Kruger, city people when they lose power or cell service, they are so soft. Agree?
yeah, big facts.
Spenny, you'll agree.
Yeah.
There you go.
I was playing because I could use my laptop was fully charged, but I couldn't use any internet, and I don't have anything downloaded on it. So I was playing the little T-Rex jump game,
Oh God.
like when you don't have service on an
That's
Apple
true struggle
product.
bus right there, Spenny.
Yeah, I was playing that I played it for like 10 minutes, and then just laid there and talked to my dad. But
Devin the dog wants to know, Spenny, your shirt is goated. Where do I get it? I need it.
It was a targeted ad on Instagram
That you
that
just
I fell apart. to.
That
Yeah.
wasn't a scam?
Shout out to Yami. Yami is a goat for sure. But yeah, I don't know where I got it from.
Okay. There's a Lions thing that I want to do and I want to talk about. I'm going to get to the Tiger stuff, but I want to lead off with it. Nobody in this room knows what it is but me. So, I want to do it because I feel it's important. And actually, one of the text people on the show, and I wanted to address it yesterday. I couldn't, but I want to address it today. And Dan Campbell speaking to the media and everyone salivating over it and stuff like that. And I think it's time to do a check-in as we get ready to rock. I think it's time to do a check-in. And I think that we have to evaluate where we are as Lions fans, cross-coordinate that with expectations and where we should be. That's what it is. And it's all derived from a text that we got yesterday on the show, which I want to discuss when we come back. The Ally Challenge is presented by McLaren, and it's back August 22nd through the 25th at Warwick Hills Golf and Country Club. Leave the golf to the pros, but don't miss the party, everybody. Now, hole number 17, it's a different kind of experience. Let's just say it like that. You don't even have to like golf. You can like other activities, and you'll fit right in out there. $2 birdie beers, concerts, and more. Get your tickets at allychallenge.com. You might even hear a familiar voice announcing on the 18th green. We'll see.
It's
It's
Neil.
back. I didn't say that. The Ally Challenge.
The Great American Chevy Week is back and bigger than ever at Feldman Chevrolet. Choose from the largest inventory of award-winning Chevys, all priced to move for the biggest week of the year. Get this 2024 Silverado for only $213 a month, or this 2024 Equinox for as low as $249 a month. Feldman takes the Great American Chevy Week to another level. Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports. Enough Detroit sports. Make sure you listen to Ermanni and Edwards with Maz next, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on the Woodward Sports Network.
Boo them kids.
Boo them kids.
Boo them kids.
Boo.
Boo them kids. 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 Shop.woodwardsports.com. Just go get the Boo Them Kids shirt.
Boo to the children.
See you at Lions opening day. All right, everybody, keeping it pushing. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neil Rule, D-Mac, KG in the house, Spencer Raxter, Jesus in the building, all of you in the Woodward Sports chat thread. And D-Mac, yesterday during the show, when we got to talking about the Lions, and I brought up the segment about the shit that's going on everywhere else. The Cowboys. They're talking about they got to pay Dak Prescott $60 million. CeeDee Lamb's not showing up for anything. He's going to pay $50,000 a day in fine. He's standing on business like that.
Hey.
Jordan Love, I'm not practicing. I'm not doing anything. Where do you not see any of this going on?
Detroit.
down the road. None of this is going on whatsoever. And somebody in the text thread yesterday said, why are we talking about other teams? And D-Mac, I thought about it in the moment, and I thought about it more on the treadmill today at Planet Fitness. Shout out Planet Fitness Studios. I thought about it more today. And initially I was angry about that. But then I really thought about it, and we're still new money. We're still new money.
Absolutely.
There's and you guys know this. You do the morning show.
Yep.
Wake Up Woodward. Shout out. You do heavyweights 5 to 7.
Shout out.
Your
Big
audience
shout
is a bit different.
It is.
But still, they're still sports fans. And I want to run this by everybody in the room because we are still new money. Is there a segment of fans that you talk to, that you interact with, you see on social media, wherever, that still think the bottom's going to fall out at any moment?
No.
Not one.
I really don't think so.
Not one.
Maybe Anson.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
no.
Anson is very big on the SOL.
No,
I
but
even think he's coming
I'm
back.
going to defend Anson a little
Yeah,
bit
thank
here
you.
because I've watched him come around to whatever else and he might be one of the last ones. I think there is out of PTSD, and maybe Neil, to your point, it's the older fans,
Yeah, there's some.
right? Like older than me, like fans that have been in the 60s and 70s and just. But I think, and here's the caveat: if you listen to what Dan Campbell said about no complacency and about it doesn't matter what, paraphrasing that nobody or anything's going to get in the way of what they've built culture-wise. And I think that when you say that, you believe what they've built here. And when Dan Campbell stands there or Brad Holmes in front of everybody and tells you this is the way it is here, that's the way it is. I think everybody's on that page. I think it's just, maybe in the back of our minds, if somebody gets hurt, if some guys go down or whatever, there is that it might creep in. But as far as how this team has been built and how the structure in the facility throughout everywhere, management, training staff, people, the janitors in that building, they're all on the same page. It feels, I told you, it's genuine. It feels as real to me as it was for us back in the 90s when we're building it. And if anybody knows, like Joe Louis Arena, it was everybody that worked there, involved there, that came in there was part of it. And that's what it feels now, and including the fan base. And I think that if you're old enough to have lived through that, that's the feeling we have. Now, it doesn't mean that there's not going to be trying times and there's not going to be storms in the future, but gosh darn it, you love the boat that's been built.
No doubt. And agree with you a million
And
thousand
here's the
100%.
thing, too. When you look around and being realistic to all these other problems that, you've brought up, it's like smoke and mirrors other places and teams that have maybe that we're chasing in San Francisco, but they have their issues. I think that's the biggest thing is, and we always talk about it with trust the Wiser plan and what they're building. It's foundational. Well, it moves quicker in the NFL, but this is real. We all think it's real. Everybody thinks it's real, right? It's not yet. That time was 3 years ago when they were telling us but not showing us. Now they showed us. Now it's about reinvigorating that. And that's why first thing out of the rip, where Coach Campbell says it's about getting back, and we're not sustaining this culture for anybody.
Right. And you're right, and that is the baseline. And that is most people. There are a segment of those kind of people that are always waiting for the bottom to fall out. And in the Woodward Sports chat thread, DNC ENT is an elite texter on this show. He's elite.
Shout out.
It's not talking about other teams, it's talking about the path. And DNC exactly.
Path.
Yeah. It's exactly that. Exactly that. It's just when you say it in one sentence, that doesn't help you with a 2-hour show. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, though, I'm messing with you.
Yeah.
We vibe for the most part, DNC ENT. But anyway, though, the moral of the story, and the reason I bring that up is this. Originally, I was angered by that text. And now I'm just like, we need to do a check-in and understand how we should feel. And to that texter, and I forget who it was yesterday, I would say this to you. These are the waters we're in. And D-Mac, this is an overriding thing to what I've talked about for a long time, the evolution of me as a Lions fan that we talked through the entire last season. The waters we're in now, we have graduated to a degree as Lions fans. where we need to be is, yes, you need to be aware of what is going on around you. You have to be. Because it gives you perspective as to how well you're set up for success. That's number one. Number two, I'm not saying you like obsess over it or things like that. It's just the Dallas Cowboy thing makes me laugh. And oh, by the way, too, since we are talking about other teams, the Dallas Cowboys, their last appearance in the NFC Championship game was 1995. 90210 was on back at that time.
I wasn't born yet.
Spencer Raxter wasn't born yet the last time that the Dallas Cowboys were in the... So when are we going to fire those engines up, by the way?
No,
you got a quarterback. You have a team with no quarterback on a roster. You have a wide receiver that says, nah, bro, I'm good until I get my contract.
And they don't even like each other.
And they don't like each other. And then you got Micah Parsons over here going, hey, by the way, I'm one of the best players in football. And, you guys, I'm third on a list. And no one's going to say, we're just saying, hey, the Cowboys, they're back.
America's
the Cowboys.
team.
Yeah, America's team.
I think
It's
that
funny.
I think that narrative is getting blown out of the water more so than will be ever before because the emergence of the new America's team. You know what I'm saying? So all the BS to whatever else that you're saying, it's crazy because like when you're saying this, then I just look back and go, and my guys are just all talking about outworking each other and doing and they like each other and everybody like it just makes this is what we've all waited for as Lions fans, isn't it? To just have this feeling to be going out and attacking whatever this season with a bunch of guys that are on the same page. And when the coach says this is Super Bowl or bust, and I mean take a poll. I believe him. Doesn't mean we're going to win, but I believe in what he's preaching out there is the same mentality as when we went to training camp as the Detroit Red Wings to win the Stanley Cup. It's that belief, and it's true.
D-Mac, that was beautiful. That was 10 years of working together. We are an Olympic relay team right now, and D-Mac just said stick, and I grab it, and here we go, D-Mac, and it all backs up to that. Okay, flip side of that coin. The other thing we all need to get comfortable with, it is Super Bowl or bust.
Yes, sir.
It is Super Bowl or bust.
Damn
there
right.
There are no more feeling good about it. They won more playoff games in 7 days than we had in 50 years. That stuff's all put to bed now. That's all over. I gave you the stat. The new clown in the NFL are the Dallas Cowboys. Argue it.
Can't.
Argue it. Haven't been in the conference championship game since 1995. Clown show
Choked
over
in
there.
a home playoff game last year.
Clown show over there. They're the old new Lions.
Yeah. It's flip-flopping.
They are that. You will never convince me they're not because they are. And with that being said, D-Mac, this is the water we're in now. It is Super Bowl or bust. Now, the flip side to that flip side of the coin is this. Whether it's 14 wins, 13 wins, 12 wins, what comes along with that is the only target you have right now is that you have to win your division. You have to win your division. Whatever happens after that is cosmetic. Is there a team in the NFC that you fear going to their place?
Not a damn one.
Not a damn one
Not
of them.
especially after the worst fear that you could have you experienced. You already experienced against the team that you're chasing, and in the worst freaking way, that's like giving up a 4-goal lead. You know, in the third period. So,
and those guys in that room, and again, this is where I lean on you.
And you learn from, like a lot of us have had to fail to learn how to win. And you know that feeling. And they can look left and right, and they all know it. And that is a motivating factor.
Everyone in that room. And here's the kicker to it all. If Penei Sewell is not scared to go there, which he is not, then I'm not either as a fan. You want to flip out because they're going to lose a game they're not supposed to lose this year. It's the NFL. It happens all the time. What were the Chiefs last year, by the way?
11-6,
12-5. No one remembers.
They limped into the playoffs.
No one remembers. That's the moral of the story.
They lost to Arizona, I think.
They had to go on the road twice in the playoffs. And guess what? They didn't give a shit because they're cut different.
Yeah.
This Lions team is cut different. I don't care about that. And then look.
They lost to the Raiders.
Yeah, well, they always lose to the Raiders.
For some reason, yeah.
So D-Mac, what I'm driving at is this. The week-to-week thing, Do we need that at Woodward to a degree? Does our industry need that? Yeah. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I told you, I will look in this camera. I'll never lie to you guys. Do we need that? Yeah, we need that. Do we need people getting worked up and fired up and stuff like that? Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. We do. But the Lions fan, which is what I am, which is what DMAC is, which is what everybody in this room is, what I've been my whole life, I've evolved as a fan. I have that corporate feel now as a fan, where I'm not sweating a loss to the Bears if that's what happens. Not sweating it because it doesn't matter. We win the division, we go to the playoffs, and I don't give a shit who's in front of it. Penei Sewell doesn't give a shit who's in front of them.
Damn right.
That's it, bro. Like, hey, does it help to be the 1 seed? Sure, it helps to be the 1 seed. Sure, it helps. But I'm not dead if they don't get it.
Yeah.
Not dead if they don't get it, so I'm not going to react as such.
And I'm pretty sure you're only playing 3 games outdoors in the regular season this year.
Mm-hmm.
And it's 1 in Lambeau, 1 in Soldier Field, and then 1 in Candlestick. Well, not Candlestick, wherever the 49ers play now.
Yeah.
Levi.
So really only 1 bad weather game. And that's going to be, I think, Chicago late in the season outdoors.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't sweat. And guess what? I don't sweat that either. I don't care what the schedule is.
Get to playoffs, win in playoffs.
Win division.
Mm-hmm.
Win division, win your playoff game, keep it pushing. And wherever they got it, you think that they're scared to go to San Francisco?
No.
DMAC, you guys lost in Colorado. Were you scared to go back there, or could you not fucking wait to get back there?
No, I mean, we had to do it the hard way in 2002 by winning Game 6 there and 7 at home. And we were able to do it. I mean, it's like, do you choose that? Was it on your wish list? No.
A good friend of mine
relish it.
A good friend of mine said to me one time, the only way
out is through.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's
because if you don't go through, you never really got out.
Yeah.
Why would they be scared? They beat themselves last year. We had them down 17 points at the crib.
R.A. Brown, listen to DMAC when he speaks. Totally agree with him 100%. Aaron to the Stone. Neil, I watched the last episode of Receiver last night, reliving that crushing loss to the Niners, seeing how devastating it was to the team, St. Brown's family. Fans in the arena legit brought me to tears. My buddy Terminal Dennis, he finally watched the last episode, and he's like, I couldn't, I had to stop.
Yeah,
I had to stop.
I believe it.
Yeah, and I do too. But I told him Monday we were playing in our high school's golf outing. I also told him, I said, you know what, man, that's over now.
Mm-hmm.
It's Super Bowl or bust.
And here's the thing, right? Where it's easier, and a lot of time with anything that you lose in life, right? But you go back knowing that things have changed, at least for me, to go watch something that's traumatic or an experience, right? To know that it's done and over with. But you have to also, I would encourage to go through that pain or whatever it is, just so that you can enjoy where we're at now.
Yeah.
Right. And the journey, because then you'll be with it, with the guys, and you saw the emotion and stuff like that. I mean, you know, I go back to when people say, like, the scariest thing wasn't losing in 95 in the finals to Jersey, getting swept. It was 96 after setting the league record and losing in the conference finals and realizing, oh my God, we may never get back.
Mm-hmm.
But you band together, and the thing is that you all experience that. We just watched Florida fight through that to the bitter end of losing then winning. So I gotta believe in with the makeup and the mentality that the coaches, all the coaches, not just Dan Campbell. When we talk Dan Campbell and coaching, it's the coaching staff. It's all the guys, the accountability to each other, players to coaches, coaches to players, you know, trainers, everybody, they're on the same page. So that's how that's the only way out through, and you do it together.
And DMAC, I want to touch on, and I know we got to get to the break right now, but I don't care because this is important. It is, for real. This is important, right? This next 3 or 4 minutes is important here. And DMAC, I'll never forget hearing that. Everybody's the reaction to that when Dan Campbell said, we may never get back here. And they kind of chopped and spliced it, narrative it out, and, you know, to talk about the collapse and things like that. You, again, this is why I want to do this when you're here. You, again, stood on that ice and said, I don't know if we'll ever get back here. You said that. Yeah. That's the athlete's nature. That's the fear that keeps you coming back.
But it's just the realization, the self-awareness, and it's like, holy shit. You know, you got to dig in a little. Like, obviously, you thought you dug in deep enough. No, there's deeper to go. And a lot of times, that's why, like, adversity in individual sports, you see somebody, you know, as we're entering the Olympic time and stuff like this, there's always storylines of comebacks or storylines of people trying to accomplish things in golf and tennis and stuff like this. That's the team, you know, the team around them. But and that's got to be harder when you got to rely on yourself, even, you know, have some people. But as a team, it empowers you. It's empowering. It's empowering to embrace the suck.
Yes.
Right? What they're doing right now, training camp and running and doing all this stuff and all the film work and whatever, that's the suck. But I guarantee they're all embracing it and enjoying it together and looking around going, he's got, you know, we got to do this together. It's like, you know, get caught in the rain or get a flat tire or whatever like this. It's just life will hit you. In the sports, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. You got to dig in a little harder. And you don't think these guys are digging in? Right? That's all I heard yesterday, because they know when they tell you Super Bowl or bust, that's what they believe, and they know they got to dig in harder. But the reality is it's not a given to anybody, right? But that's facing it. That's just saying, okay, you know, that's just believing what's out there. And to this group, I think it motivates them to be better.
Nah, and another thing I learned from Receiver, because much like your friend Terminal Dennis, I delayed watching the last few episodes of Receiver because I knew how it ended, right? And then, you know, I was thinking back to what I felt during the season, and everybody kept talking about the big bad 49ers. How will the Lions overcome the 49ers? And then when you watch Receiver and you see just how mortal the 49ers actually were, they were lucky to get to the Super Bowl. They 100%. Were supposed to lose to Green Bay. They were supposed to lose to us.
They were losing in the fourth quarter.
And the bottom fell out once they actually got to the big dance. And then I just thought about how far this team really has come. We are on even playing ground with every team in this league, and you cannot tell me different. We had the worst secondary in the effing league last year. Still had the 49ers down 17 at the half. Could have won the game. Like, we got to realize as fans, the Lions are even with every single team in the league because they've done it the right way.
That's facts. And to back that up, if you are, then it's Super Bowl or bust.
Yes, sir.
And I'm not going to get caught up in the method. I'm caught up in the result. That's it. Let me tell you about the new morning show that's not so new anymore, but you guys are tapping in. We appreciate it. Wake Up Woodward, Kool-Aid Flannel Sam Broder, KG, and the legend JB Smoove, all on there every morning, 8 to 10 a.m. You can listen to Broder opine about the Tigers farm system and how great it is, and he'll spin yarns about days of yore when he struck out George Springer in college and all that kind of stuff. It's great. It is. It's really, really great. We're going to get that segment with Broder, by the way, the Tiger segment.
I heard it's coming up.
It's a whole show.
I heard it's coming up.
It's happening.
It's on the docket.
It's on the docket. It needs to be on the docket every morning for you right here on Michigan's #1 sports network. Let me tell you that. Oh, by the way, let me tell you about that one again. Michigan's #1 sports network by any metric you want. Any metric. Social media, viewership, whatever you want.
Top 2, and we not 1. I mean, not 2.
That's it, everybody. Wake Up Woodward, right here, Woodward Sports Network.
Come to any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men and claim your throne for a king's treatment from one of our talented stylists. Open 7 days a week, walk in anytime. Just get to a Lady Jane's today and receive a precision haircut, scalp massage, hot lather neck shave, and a hot towel treatment. A haircut should not be a chore. It should be an experience. And that's exactly what Lady Jane's has to offer. Open 7 days a week, walk-ins are always welcome. There's always a location near you. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Pet Supply is hands down Michigan's best pet store. Same prices and all the conveniences. The online and big box retailers with one major difference. They're family and locally owned and operated for over 30 years with 60 brands of food and nutrition experts to help you. Same day, local curbside home delivery, Premier Pet Supply. Give your pet the best. www.premierpetsupply.com.
All right, keeping it pushing here. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Spenny, I sent you something we're going to get to on the Slack. Oh, bet. It's funny, dude. You'll laugh when you see it, by the way. Woodward Sports, Big D Energy, Neil Rule, Darren McCarty, and we also have KG. We also have Juzus. We also have Spencer Raxter. And most importantly, we have all of you in the Woodward Sports chat thread. GW the Kid, O'Neal, you know people will be calling for coordinators' jobs and call guys bust after losses. No, I know. And I was just keeping it 100 with all you guys. We need that in this industry, man.
Yeah.
We do. So, again, that's fine. I'm not, and I will, D-Mac, you know me, I will stay consistent with this. Mm-hmm. And if I have to draw the sword, I'll draw the sword. In a vacuum, a loss doesn't matter.
No, look at, you brought up, what did Kansas City do last year? And I know that they
were mid for Kansas City last year.
They were mid. They were mid, but then they got it done. So I don't think we'd all be complaining if even the season went like that, but the ending was the same way. So yeah, you're gonna remember how disappointed the Thanksgiving Day game was. Green Bay came in here, right? But we bounced back from it. So I think this team handles adversity a little bit. It handles it well, and I'm looking forward to. For me, it's all about staying healthy.
That's it. That's all. That's every NFL team. Every NFL.
Well, yes, and every NFL team and every player, yes, but that's the only thing that we have. No contracts, no disputes, no this player doesn't like this player. Everybody's on board. We talked about at the end of the show yesterday. Everybody's on board as far as your quarterback.
No, and we don't have anything to worry about. We don't have to worry about not having been to the NFC Championship game since the 90s. Mm-hmm. That's bum-ass Dallas that's got to worry about that stuff. A bum franchise like the Cowboys. I may bring this up every single day from now until the end of football season.
Neil, you should.
100%.
Remind the people.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I want to remind people what reality is, and that's the reality. There's only one bum franchise in the NFC, the Dallas Cowboys.
They reminded us every day of that 60 damn years or however long it was, 30. They reminded us every freaking day. So
Big Con 51, Lions Rams replaying on the NFL Network right now. Always remember, boot him.
Boo!
Never forget. Shop.woodwardsports.com, by the way. Get your Boot Him Kids t-shirt and get it out there. Cody Engel says, and we kept our entire staff. Alan W., only team that scares me is Baltimore. AG got to figure out how to stop that running back, Lamar, and their D-line, ate our O-line up.
Good. That'll be a Super Bowl.
Aaron Glenn stopped Lamar once.
Yeah.
We forget that.
Mm-hmm.
They shut him down when they came to Ford Field. The only reason they won that game was because Justin Tucker hit the longest field goal in the history of the NFL.
Yeah.
Right. That banked in off the crossbar.
Yeah.
Right. And that was before we had the team we got now.
Right.
I still remember Stick's reaction.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
That was pretty funny.
See, and you sit back and you laugh at all the torture that we've all gone through, watching all this stuff because of where we're at now, because it's real. You know what I'm saying? You can always look back at some of the dumb shit you did when you were younger that you survived or got through that you're not proud of, right? You wouldn't do it again, but then, you take the humor out of it. So that's where we're at with the Lions team.
Steve O'Baby, Neil, Dallas has multiple Super Bowl trophies. Yes, before there was high-definition television. Since the 90s when Boys to Men were the top-selling group in America. Because that's the last time they've been to the conference championship game.
Did the Cowboys win a championship?
95.
Oh, so it's real close. 2 years after Canada won their last Stanley Cup.
Yeah, there you go.
Just saying.
So, Steve O'Baby, tell me more about it. Tell me more about those grainy footage Super Bowl trophies that they won. Tell me more. Sounds like a great time. They were. Beverly Hills 90210 was the most popular show in America.
That's wild.
I wasn't born yet.
Spenny wasn't born yet.
Yeah.
Well, you weren't born for anything, Jesus.
Right?
Yeah.
You missed a lot.
You're only born to claim Michigan when you go to Western Michigan, except when Western Michigan's not good. And then Michigan, I don't know, but that's when you were born. But yeah, Mike O'Neill jumping on the box again. I don't know what that means. I'm telling you what, I deal in fact. They're a bum NFC franchise, the Dallas Cowboys. Going on 3 decades. 3 decades since they've been in the... See, I can do this too, everybody. Because this is the reality.
And here's the thing.
3 decades.
Isn't it only going to get worse before it gets better with them, with the infighting they have and the contracts they have to sign and whatever
No,
else?
D-Mac, they're America's team. They'll get over it.
Okay.
They'll be fine. They'll absolutely be fine. They are the Toronto Maple Leafs of the NFL. That's what they are. Things move quicker in the NFL.
100%.
I love that
100%.
comparison. Just fuck the Maple
It's
Leafs,
true.
just to get
It's
that
true
out there.
because they got the same fan base that has no self-awareness.
Correct.
A bunch of front runners.
There's no front runners. How can you got to be out front to be a front runner? They're a bunch of like mid-pack runners.
That's it,
You know,
man.
they think we're better than we are. You know, it's
Matt
it's
Kruger.
crazy. We all know those girls. Think they're hotter than they really are.
Yeah.
You look yourself in the mirror, babe.
Right.
Matt
We see
Kruger.
the
If you're
same
going to
thing.
bring up Dallas' Super Bowl trophies, you may as well bring up the Lions' championship trophies from the 50s.
There you go.
May as well. They were both in standard definition.
Yeah.
We're almost closer to our last Super Bowl and theirs than we are from them winning their last one to their next one.
That is true.
Yeah.
So,
The new drought in the
Right.
NFL.
DNC ENT, if you are 100% comfortable, if we have to go play Philly or Green Bay in January, please seek help. You think Penei Sewell's comfortable with it? You think Amon-Ra St. Brown's comfortable with it?
If that's the
difference.
If that's the path.
That's the difference now. All right, let's take the break. When we come back, a couple of Lions housekeeping things to do. We got some Tiger stuff we got to get into. Spenny has a couple of Red Wings questions. You know, I wore the NHL 94 shirt. That's right. Shout out Sergey.
Mm-hmm.
So I wore that. So we'll get into that too as we go. I have a LeBron thing. There was a cool thing Oregon did at Big Ten Media Day.
Okay.
This is why I'm glad Oregon's here in the Big Ten.
Okay.
So I do.
It's dope.
It was awesome. It was absolutely awesome. Tell about Lady Jane's.
Yeah,
D-Mac,
lady,
speaking
you
awesome.
need your haircut. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Walk in, sit back, relax. We'll let one of the talented stylists make you look and feel great. Maybe it's that hot leather neck shave or the massage. Whatever it is, you can get it done. Lady Jane's, walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
Braylon Edwards here, Premier Pet Supply. Man, just looking around, who's got it better than pets? Come on, a baby stroller for Coda? A chef for Lola, really? You don't have to tell me who the real boss here is. Who's got it better than pets? Nobody, especially here at Premier Pet Supply. For over 30 years and more than 13 locations, Premier Pet Supply has everything that your pet can dream of, and guess what? It's all under one roof. Premier Pet Supply, family owned, operated, and proud to call Metro Detroit home. Check out premierpetsupply.com or scan the QR code today. Who's got it better than pets? Nobody!
The Ally Challenge presented by McLaren is back August 22nd through 25th at Warwick Hills and Grand Blanc. Be there for PGA Tour Champions Golf, Family Night, concerts, and more. Tickets start at just $15. Get yours at allychallenge.com today.
From real experts, professional technicians who take the time to recommend secure and automated solutions specific to your needs. All Guardian wants you to do is call the number today, 1-800-STAY-OUT. 24/7 professional monitoring, calling time, day or night. Know that the Guardian team member will stay on the phone as long as it's needed. Just call the number, 1-800-STAY-OUT. Technology backed by people. Your safety and your security deserves technology that's been proven to work, and people who have been proven to care, whether it's business, whether it's pleasure. Guardian Alarm, they don't care. They just want you to call the number today, 1-800.
Stay out. Stay out of losing another game, Tigers, please.
Stay out of the NFC Conference Championship game for 3 decades, Dallas Cowboys. Oh, wait, we don't need Guardian for that. You do it all on your own.
And stay out of the SOL mentality. It's a different day.
Absolutely. Guardian Alarm, local security experts telling Big D Energy, we sent you.
All right, everybody. We're back at it. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neil Rule, Darren McCarty, KG, Jesus, Spenmorax, and all of you in the Woodward Sports chat thread. Burn. Cowboys haven't been to the NFC title since Windows 95. Backstreet wasn't back yet. Pokemon didn't exist. There were only 3 Star Wars movies.
Damn.
DNC ENT, the average price of a gallon of gas the last time Dallas was in the NFC Conference Championship was $1.21.
Yeah.
Gangster's Paradise was number 1 on the charts.
Great
the first
song.
Toy Story movie was released, and Windows 95 was created. So there you go.
You speaking Chinese to Jews right now.
I know. It's wild, man. It's wild. The Ski Mask Boy. So now we only get mentioned in the chat if we give a donation. JK, JK, JK. I mean, there's ways to get to the top. Is it easier to skip the line in the club if you ask or if you handshake a 20?
Yeah. The latter.
Every single time.
Yeah.
Every single time. But yeah. All right. A couple of the housekeeping things for the Lions, and then we can move on to the next thing. Brian Branch, Marcus Davenport, DJ Reader all start the season on the PUP list. The newsworthy thing to all of that, D-Mac, to me is the conversation was nothing unexpected. Guys are still expected back on their timetable, which we don't know what the timetable is. But they said there has been no delineation, no movement off of what the expectations were. So when you got DJ Reader, you knew this going in. When you got Davenport, you knew this going in. And look, we saw that those pictures of Branch surfaced, right around the draft when he was in the cart?
Yeah.
You know, so like there's nothing new to report here, D-Mac.
Oh, carry on.
Keep it pushing.
Keep it
And
moving.
I know, like, there were a couple people, my buddy Terminal Dennis was one, to say, I'm trying hard not to get worked up about it. I said, bro, this was all part of the package.
Yeah.
This was all there's nothing going on here. He was on a cart, so, you know, he wasn't just going to shake that off and be back at OTAs. I'm talking about Brian Branch.
No, and this is the time to make extra. What if they're taking extra precaution because you're in July? I mean, come on, guys, settle down, at least for a month.
Yes.
Right? Like, let things play out. And God forbid, right, as you see, somebody might get hurt.
Dirty Dr. D, Branch and Davenport are doing walkthroughs today. That's according to Dan Campbell. So there you go. There's that.
Yeah, the Lions have placed the following players on the active NFI list: Carlton Davis, Donovan Peoples-Jones, Amik Robertson, and Traquan Smith.
Oh, my God. It's all falling apart.
Yep. Oh, no.
Mike O, D-Mac had a great take on that subject. Thanks, D-Mac.
Appreciate it, Mike.
But yeah.
Mike Hilton, I will probably fart at some point today, I hope.
Okay.
Good luck to you, Mike.
Right. Good luck to you.
Hope you stay regular.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do it.
Your only way out's through, bro.
Yeah.
That is great.
Literally.
Didn't tell you what through, but now we know it's through.
RJ Graham, it will not be a bust if the Lions don't go to the Super Bowl because we are a top 4 team in the NFL. The other teams are elite and reloaded too. Might even be a better team. No, RJ Graham, you don't get all that now.
RJ Graham, you're right. It'll be a bust if the Lions don't win the Super Bowl. If they don't go to the Super Bowl, it'll be a complete failure.
Yeah.
100%.
We're sitting at the big boy table now. This cute shit.
It's over.
Oh, we won a division for the first time in 30 years. Oh, we won a playoff game for the first time in 30 years. That was cool, but that's not reality anymore. We are a top 4 team in the NFL. We should be expecting a Super Bowl victory. You should be saying it is Super Bowl or bust. Listen to these players. Listen to these coaches. They all expect to win the Super Bowl. If you don't win the Super Bowl, your season is a failure. You think San Francisco is patting themselves on the backs last year because they made the Super Bowl? No, their season was a failure because they lost when it mattered most.
And Spenny, they are under the most pressure they've ever been under now because the end is in sight.
Yeah.
You see it. There's a couple of cracks in the foundation. How many more kicks at the can are they going to get?
Not many.
How many times are you going to overcome trading your draft future for Trey Lance and still get away with it? That ain't happening again.
So you tell me, right, Neil, because of the cap or whatever, the pay the piper time's coming real soon for these guys, or decisions will have to be made where they'll lose top guys. They're already discussion.
Well, wait, D-Mac, I was told the cap's not real by people at this network.
Well,
ask Buffalo.
Those people probably, aren't as inept or layered as you are.
Okay.
Or as we are. So, you know what? They're just not using all the information available. But that's why trade talks right now, whether they do it or not, but just the fact that one of their best, receivers in Ayuk, production-wise is, like you said, they're going through it too. There's going to be all these other conversations.
His replacement also just got hurt, Ricky Purcell, so that's also another issue for the 49ers.
That is true. And oh, by the way, too, since you asked, I just went and perused it real quick. Next season for the 49ers, as they sit right now, they're $26 million over the cap. And that's with Brock Purdy at $1 million in the last year of his deal. So this is it.
You know how people always do graphs and stuff? I'd wonder if somebody did a graph with the money or where it is and who's in the danger zone or has to pay now. Because you'll see a lot of the top teams, I would expect, be more over to that, except for
the Saints.
Right?
It's always the Saints every year.
But that was from the Ricky Williams deal that they would never recover from.
Right. Still ain't
But then
recovered.
if you look at the Lions deals, because every time you bring something up, I'm thinking about our team, but it's not like that. Your top guys have been taken care of. Your draft picks are coming in and playing. You're signing free agents. You know what I'm saying? All these stuff that's going on in this graph, the Lions would be, in the green zone. Wouldn't you say? The way that they're doing it, the way that they're figuring out to not have to do it like all the other teams.
Exactly. But and somebody in the chat, and it slid through, somebody in the chat said, Buffalo their window is either closing or it's closed already. We'll have to see this year. Those are the questions Buffalo's facing. Remember just 32 games ago or 34 games ago when they were next, when they were going to take over? This stuff moves pretty fast.
It's the NFL.
The window closes fast.
Right?
It does.
And that's the thing that we're seeing here is that isn't usually the window's 3 years and then there's something else.
It depends on how well you built.
Well, that's the whole thing, right? How we're building here is to sort of sustain and make sure, because the way that Brad Holmes is drafting and guys are playing, and we'll see more. Now you're attracting different, top free agents at the different positions. Like you said, the imperativeness of last year's secondary to this year's secondary that hasn't even hit the field yet, which makes everybody else better, is unbelievable.
Night and day. I would say
night and day. What does Spenny always say? We never want to be in a position to have Kindle Vildor, and that's a lucky, that's a break, right?
Yeah.
Off his helmet into Ayuk's hand.
Yeah.
But again, you're not going to be in that position.
Big facts. I would say the Lions window is as long as the golf contract. The minute they sign that contract, the clock is ticking.
Sure.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would agree with that.
Okay.
Although you have, your pillars are signed basically to the same time frame as well. That's the shelf life in the NFL.
Right.
Yeah.
Unless you have Patrick Mahomes or Tom Brady.
Exactly.
Unless you have a mercurial.
Yeah. And we're not in a Packer situation to where we have a Jordan Love waiting in the wings. That's why I said the golf contract is essentially the Lions window. They have to get it done while they have all these pieces under contract, and they can afford everybody.
But here's the one thing too, right? As we go along, my confidence in Brad Holmes to refill the tank, to go find that next guy when the time comes, or whoever it would be, you got to have confidence in it. Now it's not done, but I like who's going to be preparing that because they're not going to get caught with their pants
Isn't
down.
it funny how quickly we forget about that too? Like the drafts.
Yeah.
Like it's funny we hyper focus on it from like January until it happens, until about 2 weeks after it happens. Then we just forget about it and we keep it pushing, and that's the roster. Because I'll tell you this, like these teams we're talking about with the 49ers and the Packers, remember yesterday when we were talking about other teams. Why do we talk about other teams? The 2025 situation for Green Bay, they're in a much better spot than San Francisco is. But also remember, because they have the cap space, that they can sign their quarterback. So they're going to be able to do it, and it's going to get done soon. But with that being said, they're still in a spot where $52 million, $53 million of their cap is Jair Alexander and Rashawn Gary.
Wow.
Like that's where they're at. That's where their resources are allocated to.
Yeah.
Like it gets late early. And by the way, too, like the 49ers and the people who are talking about it, you have to look at where they are. Allen W. Trent Williams is going to retire too. We are here for the Niners' downfall. But I would ask you this, Allen, is it a downfall if you didn't really cash it in?
Yeah. It's a good, yeah.
Downfall from what? Almost being good?
Right.
Having 2 cracks at it and losing?
Yeah.
Bridesmaid.
Yeah.
And they've had more cracks than anybody if you count the NFC championships as well.
But
you don't get that many shots in the NFL.
Doesn't it feel like if you said, like, to me, it's sort of, you have to go, yeah, San Francisco hasn't won one. It feels like they have,
Mm-hmm.
right?
But they haven't.
No, because they keep getting Mahomed.
Yep. 100%. When was their last Super Bowl? Standard definition television also.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying here, man? Like, we are. It's just as much us as it is everybody else, man. Don't ever forget that, because it is. Tell them about Swiss Insurance, D-Mac.
Absolutely. Now more than ever, it is important for you to have your insurance reviewed. How do you do that? You go to Swiss Insurance, because they'll make sure your carrier is not slipping in extra fees. Call my buddy Mark today at Swiss Insurance, 313-530-1698, or go to SwissINS.com.
At Planet Fitness, you can get everything you need for just $1 down.
Trying out Planet Fitness, and dang, they got lots of equipment.
Not me getting a Planet Fitness membership just for the 24-hour perk.
Hey, y'all better get on these free fitness training sessions from Planet Fitness.
Did y'all know that the PF app has workouts you can do at home? Cheapest therapy I can find is Planet Fitness.
Join Planet Fitness today and get everything you need for just $1 down. $15 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends Thursday, July 18th.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Join the best youth football league in Metro Detroit, the Boys and Girls Clubs of Southeastern Michigan's 3C Sports League. They offer youth ages 5 to 14 6 exciting teams to choose from in Detroit, Belleville, Highland Park, and East Point. All coaches are trained. All coaches are certified. All coaches undergo background checks. Register for football or the cheer program at bgcsm.org. Equipment, meals, transportation, all included, for a chance to play for a chip at Ford Field for just $175 per child. Put the youth back in youth sports with BGCSM 3C Sports. All right, keeping it pushing, everybody. Just about time for Top 5 Wednesday. But before we get there, oh, by the way, Neil Rule, Darren McCarty, KG, Juza, Spencer Raxter, pulling up to hour number 2, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Etienne, Niners choking is a yearly tradition. No one talks about it, but it is. It absolutely is. There's also this. And I want you to come
Would you say that the 49ers are the Boston Bruins of the NFL?
No, the Bruins won a
No, the
Stanley
Bruins
Cup.
have won one since high definition television.
Ha!
I want you, KG, and you, Juices, to come get your people here.
Okay. Here we go.
Matthew Kruger, Rashawn Gary, and Aiden Hutchinson together will be sick AF. And you know what? You're right, Matt. It would be sick. It would be absolutely sick.
Matt Kruger.
It would be diabolically sick to give Rashawn Gary 4 years at $96 million and have him sitting there as a $28 million cap hit to be
Yeah. Now, Neil, I got to stop you right there.
Get your people.
First of all,
come get your people.
We not claiming him. Okay. No.
You don't need to.
No,
He's your people.
Neil, I know this is
Come
hard.
get your man.
Listen, I know this is hard for you to comprehend sometimes, but not all Michigan fans think alike. Not all Michigan fans are going to go get J.J. McCarthy jerseys. Not all Michigan fans want Rashawn Gary to be with Aiden Hutchinson. Okay?
You better get those McCarthy jerseys. They might not be along for much longer.
Hey, that's real. That's real.
Have you guys caught that act, by the way? Have you heard those updates?
Yeah, it's not sounding good. So,
like they're 1 inch away from calling Sam Darnold the starter in July.
Hey man,
We
had some good times, man. Just reminisce on the good times.
I know. Turns out,
hey, he's not wearing the maize and blue. Doesn't affect me at all.
Nope.
Be lucky.
He doesn't have those hand signals coming from the sidelines anymore.
No, he does not.
You don't get that in the pros, man.
Neil prayed on his downfall. Hey, Neil prayed on his downfall.
I pray on his downfall.
That makes sense.
I
makes
do
sense
too.
coming from you.
Yeah.
He plays for the Vikings. I hope his career's a disaster. I hope he's the next Jamarcus Russell, except not that even that good.
We all should.
And you all should. Every single one of you. I don't care if you're Ryan Ermanni, Braylon Edwards, Matthew Kruger, Jesus, all of yous.
All yous.
All y'all.
No one should want him to have success.
Well, here's Flannel. Michigan derangement syndrome is real.
What?
Because you don't want division rivals to have success?
Because I don't want Rashawn Gary at $96 million. Is that fair?
Agreed.
That is fair.
Hey, Michigan
agreed.
fan agreed.
Agreed over here as well.
I like Rashawn Gary.
At $28 million
Not
in cap
at
hit?
that price tag.
No, that's
he's too
pretty- that's
injury
pretty
prone.
expensive.
Yeah, he's way too injury
Like
prone. for
Nick Bosa's number?
that. Yeah,
no.
nah.
Okay, we can. We'll let Aiden Hutchinson walk, and we'll sign Rashawn Gary.
No.
You talking about let Aiden walk? You funny. Come on,
That's
don't do
the
that.
space we're in right now.
Come on, dude.
So,
don't do
so
that.
is that derangement?
No.
No? Is it derangement to prey on J.J. McCarthy's downfall because he plays for the Vikings?
Not for you. I can see the angle of why Michigan fans don't want to root
I
against
can't.
J.J. McCarthy.
I can if you're a Lions fan. He's the enemy. Fuck that guy.
I'm not going to go that far. I hope that
Fuck
he
that guy for
doesn't
sure.
do well.
Yeah.
Oh, so you like Justin Jefferson then? You want?
No, I do
Oh,
not
what's
like
different?
Justin Jefferson. I do not like
What's
Justin-
different?
JJ went to Michigan.
Well, he's going to help JJ. So what's
Why-
different?
Why are you engaged?
So you don't like Taylor Decker?
No, he's on the Lions.
So what's different? So why don't you like Justin Jefferson? He's going to help your guy out.
Justin, you can't engage him. That's the problem.
I understand, but we're in this conversation now.
I didn't do this. I didn't say that. He said it. So I want an answer to the question.
Matthew Kruger, who, like Connor Stallions, acted on his own.
Oh,
Okay?
that's right.
Matt Kruger has
We got
nothing to do
nothing. We
with
got
what's
nothing
going
on Matt
over
Kruger.
here. He's nothing to do with what's going on over here. I'm just saying, man.
I'm not gonna say fuck JJ. I still like JJ, but I do not want him to have a good NFL career because he plays for the Vikings. But I'm not also gonna go as far to say I want him to be Jamarcus Russell and be viewed as one of the worst NFL busts.
I do.
In history.
I do.
Helps the Lions. One less guy to worry about.
Yeah. Well, I hope he doesn't have a great career because I don't. But I'm not gonna say I want him to be that bad.
If he was traded to the AFC, would your opinion
No,
change?
he's in the way.
I knew it.
You're either with us or you're against us.
Big facts.
You going to get a Justin Jefferson jersey?
No.
Why not? You don't want him to do well? It's weird. I don't see. Do you see a
I've said
path
I don't
where
like
J.J.
Justin
McCarthy?
Jefferson.
Did you see a
5
path where
times.
McCarthy does well without Justin Jefferson?
Yep, you did it not, Justin.
Do you see a path
To what?
Fight your way out.
for
Justin.
him to be good without the help of Justin Jefferson?
I don't see him being good in general. I have major doubts of him as an NFL prospect.
Oh, so you want to play both sides?
Just like
Okay.
you.
What do you mean, just like me?
Oh,
You're doing the same thing.
Where?
Oh,
You're taking
Where?
every single thing I say, picking. Like, what does Justin Jefferson have to do with me liking JJ McCarthy and me still wanting him to not be good in the NFL?
How's that playing both sides?
Because I'm trying to say that I hope he has a bad NFL career, but I'm not trying to put him in the Jamarcus Russell category. And somehow to you,
So you want him to have some success?
I hope he gets his bag.
So you
That's
want
fair.
him to have success.
Fight your way out, Justin.
No, I want him to get his bag.
Well, how's he going to get a bag if he doesn't have any success?
Keep swinging,
Quarterbacks
Justin.
do
Keep
it
swinging.
all the time. Quarterbacks do it all the time. There are so many mid quarterbacks that continue to get paid off of
But
any
those
type of
quarterbacks
potential.
who got paid had some kind of season at some point.
Don't you go
Justin
down
Fields
on me.
had some type of season at some point.
Has he gotten
Did he get
paid?
a bag?
I mean, he makes millions of dollars in the NFL. That counts as a bag to someone like me.
Okay, so does J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah.
They were picked
So
around
he
the
already
same.
got his bag. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that could be the only bag he gets in his career. That'd be fine with me.
That's not what you just said. You said you want to see him have success.
Don't you
some
fall,
success.
Justin. Don't you fall.
I would like to see him have a little bit of success.
Okay.
And-
so
and
then
may-
you want Justin Jefferson to have success.
No, I don't.
How's he going to have
How are
success
they-
without Justin Jefferson
Hang
having
in
success?
there, Justin. Because I don't give a shit about Justin Jefferson. Because he is someone who I have zero relation with. J.J. McCarthy gave me one of the premier sports memories of my lifetime. And I am still sitting here saying that I hope he is not good for the sake of the Lions.
But now he's the enemy.
He is. He is the enemy. But I still like him.
Fuck him.
That's fine. You are also a Spartan. You are a Grizzly, and you have no relation to JJ
And you're
McCarthy.
a Bronco.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was born into a Michigan family.
Except when it came time to go to college.
Yeah. I couldn't get into Michigan when I transferred from Syracuse. Straight up.
All
You
right.
went to Syracuse?
Yes.
That's cool.
Okay.
I might have to throw in the towel for him.
Let's see, D-Mac. Let's go to the scorecard, shall we? We'll go to the
You
chat
fought a good
right
fight,
now.
kid. You
How does
fought a good
Harold
fight.
Letterman have this one scored, D-Mac?
This one was over early, folks. Had the kid flailing in the corner.
Yeah, I got
Had
40.
the KG has the towel
Yeah.
waving
Yeah.
the bell. Save,
D-Mac's
am I
only
gonna
issue
save
is the
him by
referee didn't stop it sooner.
Yes. 45-49, Neil.
RJ Graham, Jesus Jefferson. So there's that one in there. Denver Blair, because you're rooting for the rival.
Syracuse is pretty cool. Not gonna lie, didn't know that.
Aaron to the Stone. Oh shit, you're up against the ropes. Careful now, Jesus. Denver Blair, stick to hockey, Jesus. Lewis, fake ass Lions fan, Jesus. FJ 1967, it's a yes or no question. Cody Engel, you got to stop meat riding JJ. He's in the NFC North.
Mic
now.
drop. Neil
We
wins,
don't
you
want
lose. He has a
Minnesota
wife.
to be successful outside of games against the Lions.
I'm gonna.
I mean, there are
listen,
are
I'm gonna
comments
come to
backing me here too. Let's
Jesus,
not
here's
just
your-
read the ones who are backing Neil.
Here's
His
your
show.
Here's your out. Okay, must be the way the kids these days do it. A, and B. What else does this guy, right? And I mean his age group, have to cling to as far as winning anything, from any major sports in the city to what like so to have a national champ, like this is their first huge win, isn't it? Like so
Only championship I have
I've
truly
ever
seen
to whatever,
and
only
remember.
playoff to whatever else, because all your major sports teams and growing up suck. So I can understand why it means so much, because it's, you know, pretty much it's losing his sports championship virginity.
He's gonna hang that Justin.
He lost his
Jefferson jersey right
virginity
next to his
on
Jamie
the
Benn
Michigan
jersey.
Wolverines, and JJ McCarthy was the key to that. So it'll always be soft in his heart. What are your guys' first championships? That'll always, and you know, it's usually probably professional team.
0-2, baby.
But that's the only
That's
argument
elite.
from his side. But as this team gets better, you're gonna have to make a choice, kid. Now it's time for choices.
I've seen
Ain't
three
championships
championships in my life.
time for fence riding and stuff like this, because the biggest thing, and it's not wishing him ill will, but you know what? He's part of Minnesota Vikings.
I am not going to be rooting for JJ. I will not be rooting for the Vikings, but there will always be love in my heart for JJ and what he did for me
He's a
in
bum.
the
That's
national
fair.
championship.
He's a bum.
Let's go Red Wings
And that's
Sparty.
acceptable.
Red Wings
Everybody got
Sparty has a question. He didn't ask it as a question, but I'll go ahead and ask it as a question. If you really want JJ to do well, then you're also rooting for Aaron Jones
Oh,
That's true.
yeah.
and TJ Hawkins.
And Christian Derishaw.
You got that? You can get a Hawk jersey?
I just said I wasn't rooting for JJ. I just will always have love for JJ.
No, but earlier you did say
you
that
did
you
say
wanted
you
him to
hope
do
he
well.
has success.
Check. Do we need to check the tape? Can we rewind the tape?
We can rewind the tape.
You like
Did you
Kevin,
not say that?
I said that he should get his bag.
You like Kevin O'Connell too?
Did you not say that? DNC END. Here's a good one. KG right now is like the father telling his son the stove is hot, but he touched it anyway.
You can lead a horse to water. You can't make him drink, man.
Before we get to the break and do the
You
top,
were telling me to keep going.
Yeah, but you shouldn't have got the damn water in the first place.
Yeah. Once you're in there,
you got to
I was trying to ask on the break what was going on because I was trying to do my other job.
I told you
and
do
then
that.
everyone, all of a sudden, they're like, "Oh, you'll see when we start," and then I fall right into the trap.
Yep.
RJ Graham, we need to get Jesus a Jesus Jefferson jersey, a Vikings jersey.
Jefferson.
All right, we'll ride off with this one. DNC ENT. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Don't stand at 8
7, 8,
8,
9, 10. That's it. It's over. Oh man, the referee. I think it's a referee's fault. D-Mac, he didn't stop it sooner.
Yeah, late stoppage for sure.
Late
The
stoppage.
referee's a Neil Slappy, so it's okay.
Okay. That ref could have counted to 100, and you still would have been down on that mat. Tell him about Mark White.
I'll tell him about Mark White. That's me. Because Mark White's going to change your life. Dreaming of a new home but feeling the financial pinch, Mark White and Associates, your trusted real estate experts, are here to help. Mark White and his team will pay up to $5,000 of your closing costs. That's right, $5,000. Call Mark White and Associates today at 248-290-8242 or visit them at markwhitesells.com. Again, call Mark White today at 248-290-8242. It's Mark White. They're going to treat you right.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles. And with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
The Ally Challenge presented by McLaren is back August 22nd through 25th at Warwick Hills and Grand Blanc. Be there for PGA Tour Champions Golf, Family Night, concerts, and more. Tickets start at just $15. Get yours at allychallenge.com today.
Neil Rule here for Feldman Automotive. There's 18 Feldman Automotive dealerships in and around the metro Detroit area. Of course, we all know about Feldman Chevrolet in Novi. They are Michigan's #1 Chevrolet dealer. But guess what? You want a Ford, you want a Kia, literally any brand of car you want, go to feldmanauto.com, find car you want. You can even start the buying process online, and then go get your car. You don't need to be taking up a whole day buying a car. You just don't. And Feldman Automotive, their car buying process called the Feldman Advantage, it's top line, everybody. They're going to get you your car and get you on your way. Go to feldmanauto.com. You're welcome. All right, keeping it pushing. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Neil Rule, Darren McCarty, Jesus, KG, Spencer Raxter, all of you in the Woodward Sports chat thread. Jump into there. Get your thoughts out there. Sam Reynolds. Flannel.
You done it now.
I guess now us Michigan fans are no longer allowed to appreciate J.J. McCarthy's Michigan career.
When did he say that, Flannel?
Right.
That's Michigan derangement system.
Thank you.
Syndrome.
I'm the victim.
Yeah.
Don't put that on all of us.
Get
man.
over yourself.
I look at JJ as the Friday night booty call. It was great while it was here. It was amazing. But that don't mean I'm wifing you the next day.
Who got bullied hard? There's a chat up there right now if you want to. I didn't bully anyone. All I did was ask, did you say this? Right?
It's true. And he did.
And he did say it, but he wouldn't admit it.
He wouldn't.
You ever notice in these conversations I get in, I ask a question, and
I did admit.
They
I
will
said
not
yes.
answer.
I said yes. I did say that.
Okay, then what are we talking about?
I backtracked. It got off the exit. I'm not
reversed up the entrance ramp.
I'm not.
You're right.
I'm not.
You didn't stand on business.
I'm not rooting for JJ, but I still
you are.
have love for JJ. I want the Vikings.
But earlier you said you were
want the
rooting for him.
Vikings, if he is the starting quarterback, to go 0-16 this year.
Okay. That's all we need.
Yeah.
I want him to go 0-16 if he's the backup quarterback, the third string quarterback, the quarterback coach.
Right. In the organization.
Yeah. If he's in
I
the
guess
league.
it doesn't matter. Yes, I want the Vikings to go 0-16 every year, with his involvement or not. Same thing with the Packers, and same thing with the Bears. They are a division rival, and they are in the way.
They ain't good, but they good.
Yep. Kevin Bell. If J.J. McCarthy, if he won a national championship for Michigan State, Neil will be following this guy like he is Caitlin Clark. Why is that?
He's not a Michigan State fan.
Yeah.
I deal in fact and reality.
That's also Michigan derangement syndrome.
Yeah.
If you don't suckle at the teat of Michigan, you have to be a State fan.
Don't put that on all of us.
Steve Wildes. And D-Mac, I want your ruling here on this. Steve Wildes, and I think this is important. Apologize to Neil Jesus for wasting his time. and Steve, I would follow up and say apologize to the show, your coworkers, and the people who take time out of their day.
Your family, your loved
ones. Your Michigan degree. Oh, wait a minute. Western Michigan degree. D-Mac, is that fair?
There's no degree. I have no degree right now, by the way.
Is that fair? Is that fair from Steve Wilde?
Absolutely, 100%.
Damn. You got to do the walk of shame.
Hey, I ain't apologizing for shit.
It's the walk of shame.
But I like
no one else in this room apologizing for
he
shit
got
like
off
that.
before the car blew up. He got out. It was smoking. There was fire, but he got out in time. Barely, but he got out.
He had to roll.
But he should apologize.
We told him the engine was fucked up, though.
I'm sorry he put you out
We
through
told
that.
him.
You did,
tried to tell
KG.
him.
You were trying to tell him. He was still driving.
Hey, no, I wouldn't try that if I was you. I wouldn't do it.
Oh, man.
Top 5?
Yes. Kruger, real quick. Neil, I'm surprised you didn't try to mix in Aiden Hutchinson into that McCarthy slander. Why? Aiden Hutchinson plays for the Lions.
He's a Detroit Lion.
That's my guy. All right, top 5 time. Top five things to be traded. It is a top 5 Wednesday.
Yes, it is.
Let's get it in. The usual rotation, shall we?
Yeah, sounds good to
Spenny
me.
starts. Do you want to do the mock Spenny first?
Do you want me to do that real quick?
Yeah, you can do that.
Is that a funny angle?
Yeah, because I'm telling you, you got one of them right.
Okay. Let me pull it up here, and let me see, where were we at with the top 5? And I did like a fantasy, I guess you would say, kind of a mock top 5. And where was it? Where was that? Where are we at? No, it wasn't on that chat thread. We got 100 different chat
We have a lot of
threads.
big D chat threads, yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah.
We got it on this.
I got
Okay,
it,
here we
yeah.
go. My best guess at Spenny's list. Number 5, money. 4, services. Let's just say it like that.
Services. Unnamed services.
Yes, absolutely. Number 4, sleep with. Number 3, positions, trade positions.
Nothing wrong with that.
Number 2, trading for favors.
Nothing wrong with that.
Quote.
Would that fall under?
Number 1,
4.
trading for wives/girlfriends.
They all sort of fall into the same category.
Yeah, these are all the same
They all
thing.
are theme based.
Now, with all that said, Spencer Raxter, your top 5 things to trade.
All right, my top 5 things to trade list. At number 5, I have snacks, like trading snacks. I remember
Oh, okay.
I used to have kids mortgaging their whole lunches to get a Cosmic Brownie. Like, give me your orange slices, your fruit roll-up, half your sandwich, you can have my Cosmic Brownie. At number 4, I got sleep. You can trade sleep for a good time.
Yeah.
I'll trade out
Every
some
single
hours of
time.
sleep if I'm having a good time.
I even hit the number.
Yeah, that was a good call.
Spenny, you know what's funny? Wait till you get to be my age, then it's the opposite.
Yeah.
Trade anything else
For
sleep.
trade for sleep.
As of right now, I'm trading out
That's it.
sleep for a good time.
Oh, we know.
Yeah. At number 3, I've got Tesla. I traded Tesla. It did me very well. I made a lot of money off the Tesla stock.
Tesla spelled wrong.
So
but-
especially that's
the symbol.
That's the symbol for it
gotcha,
on the
gotcha.
stock. Yeah. And yeah, when that 5-to-1 split happened, did very well with that. At number 2, I got nudes with a baddie.
A household favorite.
Trading some nudes, nothing wrong with that. Getting some nice shots. What are we talking about? Yeah. And then
What are we doing here?
At number 1, I've got Kadabra or Haunter. Because if you trade either Kadabra or Haunter, you will get Alakazam or Gengar, which are 2 of the greatest Pokemon of all time.
Facts.
So, yeah.
It's factual. I'm not mad at number 1. Can you explain that picture, though?
That was me dunking on my friend Nick at my graduation party.
Nice.
Oh, left-handed too.
Poster.
Put the elbow right in his chest.
Offensive foul.
Oh, yeah.
I'll beat the chat to it. That's an offensive foul. That's a clear out.
Put him on the poster.
rock solid, Spenny. A little less devious than I thought it would be. I'll give you credit. You got more integrity, more moxie than I gave you credit for. And I, unlike Jesus, will apologize to you for that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I was clearly in the wrong. I made assumptions about your character, and I was wrong. Jesus!
I mean, you make assumptions about my fandom, but that's another story.
No, they're right. It's not an assumption when it's right.
Nah.
Hitting second. Jesus, top 5 things to trade.
All right, let's get it. So number 5, cards and figures. I'm a huge Funko Pop collector, which are comic book figurines. Yeah, I have over.
You didn't strike me as a Funko Pop
I have over
guy.
300 of them.
Jesus.
And so
You did
I'm
not
a
strike
big
me as
trader
that.
into that, and then obviously, sports card. Trading. Shoot, I can't even see that.
Passes.
Oh, trading passes. This is when I'm on the ice. I'm a big give and go guy. I'm a big fan of the give and go. I love it. Little pass to the wing, get it back in the middle of the ice. That's my jam. So 3 is chirps. Shout out to D-Mac. He gave me this one. But yeah, it's always fun. You got to throw it back
100%.
and forth. So 2 is meals. When I go out to eat with my girlfriend, we'll both get 2 entrees, and then we'll split it, and then we'll eat 1 entree each.
Did you ever do spaghetti and eat the same noodle?
No.
Okay.
We our favorite pasta is gnocchi, so that wouldn't work because it's more of a circle type of noodle. But that doesn't matter. All right. And then 1, joint for joint, just trading joints with each other. Classic outing.
Neil's face.
Where do we stand on that, KG?
I like to smoke my own.
I'm not mad at that.
And
actually.
there we go.
Yeah.
All right, that is fair. That was Jesus's top 5 things to trade. D-Mac, the trading passes and the give and go.
That's a good one.
That
Give and
angers
go.
you, right? Because you got to pass it to yourself and go back and get it in the corner.
Well, that's just a different way. That's grind line hockey. But the good players, the give and go.
You've got to pass it to yourself from 100 feet away.
Yeah, the give and go.
All right, batting third. Shout out Jim
sir.
Price, Mr. KG.
The home run hitter, baby. Let's
Top
get
5
it.
things to trade.
All right, at number 5, of course, cards. Any type of cards will do. Sports cards, Pokemon cards, as Spinny alluded to. Any type of cards, that's always well and good. At number 4, numbers, as in phone numbers. Trade phone numbers with a certain someone, is always a good time. At number 3, hands. I picked hands at number 3 because I'm a combat sports guy. I partake in boxing, a little UFC here and there. So I don't like to trade the hands, but I will if I have to.
You square up if you need to.
Oh, absolutely. You know who I'll square up for? Big D Energy.
Big D Energy.
Every motherfucking time.
Let's go.
Number 2, checks. Because you know what you get when you trade a check. You know what you're getting back. So cold hard cash, baby. And at number 1, players, man. That is the best thing to trade if you are a sports fan. It's always a fun time when you're trading for a new player, hopefully a good player, but yeah, players at number 1.
The biggest reaction to your top 5 list, Adiz 411. KG, is that your wife?
It is not.
I wish for you that was your
Yeah, you're right.
Shout out to Adams.
I have a beautiful wife at home. Shout out to my baby, Deshira. She was not a fan of this picture, but she'll understand it's for the business.
Now, Mike O, I hate to put you on the spot like this. I'm just relaying the message as the quarterback of the show. Mike O, according to OJ, she's a white girl. Is that true?
That is true.
Kay Adams definitely a white girl.
No, she's white, but
okay,
she's an ally. So,
Darren McCarty. Calling the stage, Darren McCarty.
Kenny just said that she already had her meeting and got her card. All right.
I love the laugh.
Whoa, there's a good one. The fellas.
Yeah, the boys.
That pick is legendary right there.
Nails and Oswald. Number 5, weed. I mean, we're coming up on the anytime you get the swap to whatever else at the level, especially now the outdoor coming in at the end of September and stuff like that in this state. There's a plethora, so always look forward to the trade. Birdies. You're trading birdies on the golf course. Usually you want it with your partner. Hopefully you're doing that, but it's motivating too. And Neil can tell you that if you're in a match where you're both making birdies, you'll both. It's funny how you can inspire each other when 2 guys are playing real well, and you'll see it on tour, but it happens amateur, is that you'll feed off each other. So I like that because it's inspiring. Hands, Kenny.
Hey.
Hands, baby.
Oh, you know a little
Nothing
something about
needs to be
that.
said.
You know a little.
As you see Combat 1 Tag Team Champions. Shout out. I saw Tommy Vendetta in the chat earlier.
Shout out Tommy Vendetta.
Shout out. Third. Shout out to the boys for getting it done. But that's, sometimes you got to trade hands and maybe you get a little marked up, but it happens. Number 2, Chirps.
Yeah.
Got to.
It's just epic. There's no reason to breathe. If not, and number one of my favorite things is when I see jersey trades. When, top players trading with top players or.
It is pretty cool. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because then you get to a little bit, who is inspired by, who and stuff like that. And that always happens.
When I went to Braylon's house and looked at his jersey collection from his jersey swaps, that shit was pretty cool.
Not big in hockey, but it's big in.
Yeah, I was about to ask.
In hockey, you just go get it and ask her to sign it.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? Like you get one, you don't ask. Yeah, that's not it. Is football? It's huge.
Yeah.
Soccer.
It's a respect thing.
He's got some. Gems down in his basement. It is fucking sweet. I saw the Randy Moss one. I was like, oh, that's dope.
Yeah. It is pretty cool.
What's the coolest one you have, D-Mac, even if you just went and got it and then got it signed?
Wayne.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Wayne
standard.
That man.
All right.
Man.
That's so
great
fun.
one.
Can't really beat that.
I've always told D-Mac this, and I don't do that. Maybe like if a friend or a friend's dad wants a picture, I'll bring the picture and have D-Mac sign it for him. I don't ask him for that kind of stuff. But if Wayne's going to be in town, I'm ringing, just so you know, I'm ringing that bell.
Cool.
I'm ringing that bell. I'm telling you now that
he might be in because he's linked in. We usually do something with MGM at TPC Dearborn once a year. So
yeah, if it's Wayne or Sergey, I'm going to ring that bell. Just so you know.
I heard, just for everybody else, I heard a rumor that Sergey was in town. Last week. I know he's heading up north to was it Petoskey's where Federer's brother owns the rink?
Yeah, I skate with him.
Yeah. Tell him I said hello.
I will.
But I saw a picture.
Hell yeah.
Saw a picture.
Dante 151.
so I did. That was for you. Nick.
Thank you. A couple of Jesus texts in here. Jesus, the Packers, Bears, and Vikings can't all go 0-17, but they can all go 0-13-4 in a 17-game season. And no mention about trading video games. Dante, you're right.
I almost put that on there, but that's like
I keep mine.
Tell me you're old without telling me you're old.
There's just no value
trade
in
back
trading
in the
them
back in the day, trading VHS tapes.
Yeah,
100%.
Like fight tapes, wrestling tapes, all that.
Yeah,
stuff,
oh my god, yeah, that was the best.
That was a blast. Now you don't need to.
Also, too, in the chat, Keto for the Win says, Justin, you should have said Kirk Cousins. Seeing how you're a Vikings fan.
Where's the relevance in that?
Because it makes the path easier for your guy, J.J. McCarthy, to become the starting quarterback. All he's got to do is beat
Sam Darnold. Which
right.
he can't right now.
Cool. You can't even beat out Sam Darnold. So how the hell was he supposed to beat out Kirk Cousins?
He's a bum.
And I'd rather have Sam Darnold or J.J. McCarthy playing quarterback than Kirk Cousins on the Vikings because they are definitely worse with the latter. So
he's a bum.
Before I get to mine, D-Mac, I was just thinking about it. If I were going to get a signed Gretzky jersey, there's a portion of me that wants the black LA Kings.
I was going to say that.
Yeah,
Can we put it in the chat?
I got the
should Neil get an
old
Oilers
school
jersey?
Oiler one.
Yeah.
Because that's where I grew up, you know what I mean, in the 80s and whatever, watching them and stuff. But that'd be a great.
The black LA Kings one.
That'd be awesome, but I don't know. I think I'd have to be leaning towards the Oilers jersey. Like that is just that is the iconic jersey. Like
for me,
him.
in my personality,
you got a little individuality complex.
The black LA Kings one, I think fits.
You know,
fits me
the
better.
Hollywoodish.
Yeah, 100%.
He
made
what
hockey
he meant
mainstream.
to the bigger part of the game because that move to that jersey exemplified the growth of hockey and you're about
It was a huge moment in hockey.
That'd be as you say all the time. That'd be on brand.
100%.
All right, what do you got?
All right, my top 5 things to trade. Number 5, second round. Number 5, second round picks.
Nice.
Second round picks they're great. D-Mac, they are because the team that traded them says, well, it's just a second round pick. And the team that gets them says, we got some second round picks too.
Damn right.
Like it is the ultimate narrative filler.
Second round picks are usually part of the glue.
100%.
To teams. That's why you need it.
And they're valuable.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was a second rounder.
And they're valuable. But they're not valuable.
They're invaluable.
But they're valuable.
Yes.
It fits both sides. I think it is a underrated.
Because here's the thing.
Trade item.
With the second round where it doesn't matter, and I guess in basketball, you guys all tell me that doesn't count. But in all the other sports, because it's that 4-star guy. Or maybe a guy that could be borderline 5-star, but there's some issue or something. You have to know. This is where like you get into the meat and potatoes. It's sort of the engine of your team, because it's those second and third rounders and fourth. That's what make it go, right? That's like the heartbeat or the pulse. Like there's character, and it's because most of those guys have been playing, and it's not second fiddle, but they played with the talented guys that are highly touted all their career and stuff like this, so they know how to find their way and find their role.
Yeah, I just think it's very versatile because you can use it to craft your narrative either way. Excuse me. Number 4,
I respect this one.
Insults/mom jokes. My group of friends, I got a group of four of us that have been friends since high school, literally since high school. The mom jokes on the text thread, I would be embarrassed if my wife read them. Yeah. For real, I would be.
You'd be embarrassed if your wife read them or your mom read them?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah.
But your wife first?
Yeah. Both. Yeah. Yes, I would be.
This is becoming a lost art, man. People are too sensitive.
100%.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Oh, me and my friends rip into each other.
It is vicious.
Yeah. Nah, I feel you.
Vicious.
Everybody has a group chat like that.
It is absolutely vicious, and I'll leave it at that. Number 3, expiring contracts. It's become the thing in the NBA.
Yeah.
That is a commodity.
That is true.
The expiring contract has become a commodity.
Yeah.
It's in the second round pick family. It's just become a little more valuable. That's what I think anyway. Number 2, stocks. I mean, of course. If you're tech heavy, don't take a look at the market today. But hey, we've been on a run for a couple years now in the tech sector, so we're doing very, very well. But I love trading stocks, man. It's the ultimate scoreboard. You get rewarded for your opinion or you're penalized for your opinion. One of the two. There's only 2 outcomes that happen. Love trading stocks. And number 1, baseball cards. That was the precursor to trading stocks for me. When I was a kid, we would just all get together and just trade baseball cards.
Yeah.
Because there were only 3 brands. The packs were only like $1. And
you get gum.
You got gum.
That hard
and you stood on business with the guys that you liked.
Yeah.
And that was it. It was an electric time. It was a simpler time, D-Mac.
Was you one of them kids that put the baseball card in the spokes? Or are you is that before your time?
I did that.
We did that.
Yeah, that was slightly before me.
You know, wasted thousands of dollars. Yeah. We had a bunch of Gretzky's in there and stuff.
Would you try Hidden Valley Ranch candy corn?
No. Would you?
I would pay you to do that.
If somebody paid me, I'd try it.
If you say no, then I'm going to say no, Benny.
Oh, man.
No chance, brother. Absolutely no chance.
Ranch candy corn?
Yeah, you didn't see the picture?
Send it to Maz.
Yeah,
He'll
see?
eat it. He'll eat anything.
Yeah, that shit is disgusting.
Dude,
I love ranch, but candy corn ranch, that's
gross.
You're a nasty ass if you would eat.
I know Neil's the president, but does he get penalized for his list, including sports? Because I was aware that top 5s were not supposed to be about sports, and I've gotten ripped twice for going out of line on rules.
Justin, back for
since
more.
I've joined.
He's trying to find something.
I'm just saying.
Do you not know? When have you not figured out? Like,
I mean, he's the president. I understand how it goes.
Different rules for the president than it is.
And I precursored that.
Jesus, we are all treated the same here, differently.
Yes.
Listen, me and Spinny are Craig, and
yes.
And this is Debo. You are
and you're little Chris.
Yes.
Knocking over them garbage cans. All right, where were we? Oh, KDK Law, everybody. That's right. Hey, a lot of you right now, we're going to get serious now. A lot of you right now are going through some kind of family law thing, some kind of divorce thing, some kind of child custody thing, criminal law as well. You need excellence on your side. KDK Law. Over 10 years in the game. KDK Law, 24/7 availability. You are losing sleep right now thinking about this stuff. Let's be real about it. Scan the QR code on your screen, and it all goes away. Scan the QR code on your screen. Tell them Woodward Sports sent you. KDK Law will pay your filing fee. Don't lose another second sleep about what's going on in your life. Lawyer up, as they say. They don't come any better than KDK Law.
So just to get the heated steering wheel, I also had the spring for the bigger rims.
Yeah, that's how they get you. Those upgrades will cost you an arm and a leg every time.
Hey, new card crew, how'd it go this weekend? I got a great deal on mine.
How?
I went to Randy Wise, not those other guys. They got me in a great new ride, and they didn't break my budget. Hey, could you pass me the sugar?
How?
Never mind.
He made the wise choice.
Yep.
Make the wise choice at randywisechevy.com.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
What happens when you run a great business for over 50 years? Well, you expand and offer more products to more people. This is exactly what Les Stanford did by adding Les Stanford Buick GMC. Same great service customers have come to know and trust on Woodward Ave, just south of 9 Mile. Check out Les Stanford in Dearborn today, lesstanford.com. Les Stanford Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
All right, keeping it pushing. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neil Rule, Darren McCarty, KG, Spencer Raxter, Jesus as well. In the chat, all of you, like Let's Go Red Wings Party. Jesus like Deontay Wilder coming back for more against Tyson Fury.
God.
William Turnbull, candy corn is nasty.
Yes,
it is.
Disgusting.
My little Tigers text thread, Ski Mask Boy, Neil, you need to short the AI or double down. No, Ski Mask Boy, I think you're right. Like, if we're going, and this isn't the investment hour, but here's my thing. I got in on the ground floor of all this, and technology as a whole, I'm more index fund based. Technology as a whole is never going anywhere.
Yeah.
It's never going anywhere. So I'm in at a level that I'm comfortable with where I will check back at this on the day I retire. I don't really pay too much attention of it day to day unless I get an alert and I'll say, oh, that sucks, or oh, that's awesome. But then, like, I go about my day. Like, this is a 25-year play.
Smart
Technology field isn't going anywhere. Whether it's, I mean, look at, like, Spenny talked about Tesla. They're just at the snap of a finger going to go from EVs to robotics.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it is going to change and evolve all the time. Whether it's AI, electric cars, robots, self-driving, self-flying planes, self-driving trucks, all of it. It's always going to evolve. So that's why I'm in on the index factor. My DMAC, this I got this from my Tigers text thread buddies. Mark Canha is receiving significant interest in the trade market right now. His trips to the plates against lefties, Canha's hitting 300 with a 415 on base percentage with a 478 slugging percentage.
Well, that's good.
Yep. So here's the deal. And this is important. This is important, guys. And you've heard me. Al Avila was a degenerate at his job. I will cut him a pass on the teardown because he was following orders. The Mark Canha trade to me, if he gets traded first, DMAC, is the most critical trade that I will see because it will tell me what the mission is.
Yeah.
And here's the most important paragraph in this story from MLB Trade Rumors. Canha still has about $4.2 million of this season's salary yet to be paid out.
Ooh.
That number will be $3.8 million by Tuesday's deadline. A potential trade partner might not want to cover the full freight of the salary in exchange for the 35-year-old, who will probably be a platoon player on a good team. But if the Tigers cover some of the salary, it's easy enough to see why a contending club would want to add a productive righty who can play multiple spots on the diamond that hits 300 against lefties.
Well,
how cheap is he?
That will tell me everything I need to know. Because if I'm the Tigers, and if you're real, I'm going to maximize what I can get. And how do I maximize it? We'll pay it all.
Yeah. It's only 3.8.
We'll pay it all. So instead of giving us your number 18 prospect, give us your number 12.
Right. That's not even a whole day of hot and readies.
Like, come on now.
You see what I'm saying here? And that's most people aren't. You're not going to hear this on another network. You're not. No one's going to talk to you about it like this. But D-Mac, I'm telling you, this will tell me, the Mark Canna trade will tell me how they're going to operate.
If they operate like Avila with the same...
Are we trying to get better?
Or are
we're trying to shed money.
That's little Chris. You know I had to hit you with it.
Little Chris, knocking over them garbage cans. But D-Mac, you feel me on this?
I do. 100%. 100%. So it's a pivotal time. No, it absolutely is. So I guess what I'd be looking at is who needs, what's the team that has strong, just off the top of my head, who's got the left-handed pitching or whatever, or where would he go, and what are the prospects in that organization, right? So, is it a Dodger thing? Is it a Baltimore thing? Is it where would it go? And then you can start looking to see who do they have and who would fit in. So there's so many, I guess to your point, there's so many things that this move will tell you. Do you think that what they do with this move, it'll be able to tell you what they're going to do short-term or long-term? We always talk about Scooble and Flaherty and stuff like this.
I think it tells you the philosophy.
Okay.
And because
so that's why this is so key, because this will tell you the philosophy of this regime. Right? Where we always say, well, it's not Al Avila and hold it to that. But again, if we see the results like Al got, hence giving it away and saving money, well, have things really changed? And where does it come from?
There you go. And here's another one before we cut to the break. Here's another one. And this is noteworthy in name only. Jack Flaherty is receiving interest. The prime team that's involved right now, the Philadelphia Phillies, with Dave Dombrowski.
Okay.
Let me see Scott Harris get in the water with Dave Dombrowski. I want to see where he's at.
Dombrowski is a shark, man.
And again, the philosophy will tie into the return. How much of the money you paying? Because teams that are up there that are, like luxury tax level teams, it's imperative for them to shed money because they're going to be paying 3 times that amount of money. So show me, again, what's the philosophy? Because I bet you could get, because I always said it when we talked about the trade deadline stuff with Flaherty, I think ultimately if it's dollar for dollar, you'll be disappointed with what you get. I do believe that.
Yeah.
However, if the Tigers are going to pay it all or 75% of it, which exponentially lowers the amount of money the acquiring team has to pay because they're going to be taxed out, then now we're talking. Just something to keep your eye on.
Has Chris learned his lesson?
What are we talking about here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, are we going to do this rodeo again?
Again, I'm not overselling this to you guys. This trade deadline is the biggest moment of this franchise in almost a decade. Tell me I'm wrong. Because it's going to turn the lights on in the room. We're going to see. Show us, as Rose would say. What are you doing? What are you about? So, again, I just want to speak on it. $14 million. So we're roughly, 2/3 of the way through the season?
Yeah.
So $5 million-ish?
Yeah.
You gonna eat a good portion of it to improve your return, or are you on bullshit?
We gonna see.
You're absolutely right. Sorry, late for the break. Tell them about Randy Wise.
Absolutely. How would you like to play the University of Michigan course with Braylon Edwards? Shit, I just did. Monday. You can too. It's Randy Wise Celebrity Golf Tour. Register today. You can round off the foursome at woodwardsports.com or scan the code on the screen right up there. When it comes to your next car or truck, make the wise decision. Randy Wise Automotive.
At Planet Fitness, you can get everything you need for just $1 down.
Try out Planet Fitness and dang, they got lots of equipment.
Not me getting a Planet Fitness membership just for the 24-hour perk.
Hey, y'all better get on these free fitness training sessions from Planet Fitness.
Did y'all know that the PF app has workouts you can do at home? Cheapest therapy I can find is Planet Fitness.
Join Planet Fitness today and get everything you need for just $1 down, $15 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends Thursday, July 18th.
The Ally Challenge presented by McLaren is back August 22nd through 25th at Warwick Hills and Grand Blanc. Be there for PGA Tour Champions Golf, Family Night, concerts, and more. Tickets start at just $15. Get yours at allychallenge.com today.
Detroit sports. Make sure you listen to Ermanni and Edwards with Maz next 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on the Woodward Sports Network.
Soroki's Crispy Chicken and Pizza is taking over Michigan. Locations are popping up all over Metro Detroit, known for their crispy, hand-battered chicken tenders, delicious chicken sandwiches, New York-style pizza, and the best biscuits in the game. They just opened a new store in Madison Heights, so go check it out while you can. For more information or to find a store near you, go to Sorokis.com. Soroki's, now that's crispy.
All right, coming down the stretch here, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Sam Reynolds, Sam Flannel in the chat. I tried to tell everyone that Mark Canna will gather some interest from contending teams. See, this is where, like, when you get granular. Is Flannel in tomorrow with me? I know D-Mac's out.
Probably.
Yeah.
You can get into it tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's not planned, but I'm sure that it probably will end up that way.
Okay.
Yeah. There's Sam now in the hallway. But...
Like, the granular crowd, right? I tried to tell you there'd be interest. Well, the depth of the interest. Is someone interested in paying all $4 million for Mark Canna when you're luxury taxed out? You see what I'm saying? But if the Tigers pick it up, that's different.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, there's layers to this. There's levels to this. Phil, in your opinion, Neil, I don't know. Yeah, that's literally what I get a paycheck for.
Yeah, that's what we do here, Phil.
Yeah. Kevin Bell, Neil is trying to throw shit bigger than the wall against the wall. What? I told you the reasoning. I have agreement from some people in the room. You watch Sunday Night Baseball, for Christ's sake. You're a qualified baseball guy. Well, I don't care if you don't know anything about the Tigers.
It's simple here.
You watch
history.
Sunday Night Baseball.
It's simple history. How we did it before when we had guys that other teams coveted or whatever, it was a money save. Are we still in a money save? Is that the priority from the owner, or is it Scott Harris, do your thing? There's different ways to find that out. Flaherty's one. Canna's another. Let's see what the return is. When is the trade deadline?
Next Tuesday.
Yep.
So,
Woodward Sports chat thread. William Turnbull, move him to the Phillies. You might get fleeced. I did notice when I brought that up about Flaherty with the Phillies, I noticed the physiology in the room changed. Like shoulder sunk and stuff like that.
I told you.
Is there? Are we confident in Harris?
It's sort of like Dombrowski and Yzerman. I think it's Dave Dombrowski. And it's sort of like, but the only way out's through. So I want to see Scott Harris make that deal with him and show that it's different. If he's got the reign to be the GM. And it's just about return, because what does he like?
Also, Flannel has said this a couple times too. He just said in the chat, all I ever hear is how trash Mark Canna is. I don't hear that. Like, realistically.
I've never heard, like, Neil, I don't think his name's come up.
He gets chirped a lot on chat on the morning show about his Mark Canna takes, I'd say. I'd say that's mostly chat motivated.
Yeah.
Like that opinion.
There's a lot of other issues on this team than Mark Canna. and obviously if he's coveted by contending teams, right, for how he's batted strictly against left-handers, that's what you need. You know, he's not a starter on a playoff team, but coming off the bench, Neil, with those numbers, so what can you get in return?
Absolutely. So again, because I think that I felt it in the room, man. Like,
I told
you're going up against a heavyweight now, bro.
Dombrowski is a shark, man.
Yeah.
He is. But he's also somebody known to deplete a farm system as well.
Right.
So, we'll see.
Right, which is maybe why you want to deal with him, because you know he's going to throw in an extra guy.
Exactly.
I mean, Canna does have under a 1 WAR and is hitting 236 with 7 home runs.
I think that's what Sam's talking about.
Like, let's not act like he's been Joe DiMaggio
this
year.
No, but I mean, there's other,
but
he's not the. He's in the middle of whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's what I said. The number that you look at is his against lefty. That's all it is. You're talking about what are you going to trade for?
Mark Canna might draw some walks, but he is not your savior.
Correct.
No, but you need him off the bench.
You need him off the bench
as a playoff
game.
team. He's a guy that come off the bench, hit a lefty for a key hit or table set or whatever like that.
Yep.
And teams, when they know that that's what they need, it's so tight at the top.
Yeah.
I do watch Sunday Night Baseball. I do see how these games go.
Since people are getting into it, Kevin Bell, if you trade anyone, trade Mize. Spenny, you're the resident Mize fan.
Why would you trade Mize?
You're not going to get anything.
Get absolutely nothing for him. You don't trade at the lowest.
Mike O, the Tigers might get a bag of Spaldings for Canna. Mike O, I gave you the scenario. I was told that I'm throwing shit against the wall.
Right.
But you control your return for Mark Canna.
Yeah.
You do. That's what I want people in this town to understand. That this isn't a Madden trade machine. You control your return to some degree in baseball trades. How much you taking? The Mets did it last year. They took tons of money from Scherzer and Verlander because I want your best prospects because we're not dicking around here.
And you can't come out of $5 million. 96 is one thing, but 5? Come on now.
That's it. That's it. And if that would be the difference between getting a team's, like I said, something team prospect to 10, 15 to 10, 18 to 12, something like that. That's the difference. Alan W., we might get the lowest ranked prospect in the MLB for Canna. Not if he's free. If they got to pay the whole salary plus their luxury tax, you're right. You're absolutely right. They will give you nothing, nor should they. So, yeah. All right, let's do the final break. I had 2 more things I wanted to get to. We'll do it in the last segment. Planet Fitness, everyone. Live at the Planet Fitness Studios. Was there this morning, getting it in. Loved it. Have a great time working out at Planet Fitness. And it doesn't matter if it's here, if it's in Florida, if it's in Alaska, wherever it is. Planet Fitness, same. That's the biggest thing. And to be honest, I've never talked to you guys about that. When I walk into a Planet Fitness for the first time, wherever in the country it is, it's consistent. Things are the same. There's the same format. And look, we're temperamental about working out. We are. And we're looking for any excuse to tap out of it. Consistency's not one of them at Planet Fitness. There's over 50 locations in the Metro Detroit area. What do they have in common? Tons of cardio equipment, tons of weights, clean facilities to take your shower, clean locker room, all of it. That's all you guys need. Black Card, $24.99 a month. Boom, less than $1 a day. You got your gym membership. Some of you paying $100 a month at these places. Why? Go to planetfitness.com. Wow. It's Planet Fitness, Darren McCarty.
Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Come to any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men and claim your throne for a king's treatment from one of our talented stylists. Open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Just get to a Lady Jane's today and receive a precision haircut, scalp massage, hot lather neck shave, and a hot towel treatment. A haircut should not be a chore. It should be an experience. And that's exactly what Lady Jane's has to offer. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. There's always a location near you. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Attention sports fans, don't miss out on expert sports injury insights with our own Dr. Jeff Pierce, the Michigan Sports and Spine Center. Join Dr. Pierce every Tuesday right here on Big D Energy, or Thursdays during Ermanni and Edwards, where he offers top-notch injury advice. Trust the guy Darren McCarty trusted with his career. Dr. Jeff Pierce is here to keep you in the game and performing at your best. Go to MichiganSportandSpine.com or give them a call, 248-426-9944. Also powered by Amon-Ra of Southfield. Our final segment of the show, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neil Rule, D-Mac. D-Mac will be off for the rest of the week. We have KG, we have Juzus, Spencer Raxter. I will be in Monday, then I'm off for a week, and with the fam, going on vacay, and then we ride, everybody.
Yes, sir.
It's a nickel package every day. I will concoct a nickel package every single day because it's time.
It is.
It's time. We ride. I'm getting my Phil Steele magazine for the plane ride. Yeah. We're absolutely doing it.
I already have mine.
Do you? Good man.
And is it Lindsay?
No, I don't do the Lindys.
I do both.
Phil Steele's the godfather. Did you guys, D-Mac, check this out, man. Did you guys catch what Oregon did for Big Ten Media Day in Indianapolis?
No.
Give this a look. The Oregon Ducks, University of Oregon, is elite at marketing. They put a huge blow-up duck in the river in Indianapolis.
Okay.
Just floating, a huge inflatable floating
Welcome to the
duck.
Big Ten.
Yeah.
Not mad at it. Not mad at it at all.
That is awesome, D-Mac.
That is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That is awesome.
Electric.
Oregon's here, man. Do you still believe that?
It's weird.
It's
USC
whack.
too.
It's literally like the NCAA game now. Like,
It won't feel real until it's a Big Ten game, like big noon kick, and it's like Oregon versus
Rutgers,
or something like that. That's when it will truly hit me.
Because nothing says Big Ten football like Rutgers.
Right.
Woodward Sports chat thread, Dad with Tourette's. The Orioles have to trade for Skubal, right? They're going to lose Burns in the offseason. There isn't a pitcher other than Burns they'd pay money for in the free agency market.
Scherzer. And I don't know if they'll lose Burns in the offseason.
I don't either.
No,
their ownership is not trifling.
Yeah.
I think Burns confirmed that he's not returning to the team, or his agent did. One of the two.
Well, I mean,
But
that's
yeah.
his job.
Well, yeah, but just saying.
That's his job.
It is out there.
Will you trade Skubal and then sign Burns?
That's what I was thinking, but.
And then sign Skubal back.
Then sign Skubal back.
And Flaherty back.
There you go.
And bring Scherzer home.
Whoa,
Bring him home.
Y'all know who y'all
Get
dealing
Verlander
with.
too.
Yeah, Max Fried's out there.
Slow your roll, guys.
That's little Chris.
Slow your roll.
DNC ENT. Jamison Williams reportedly puked mid-stride after finishing a touchdown catch, took a brief knee, wiped off the puke, and got back to work.
Dog.
That is a true football player.
Yeah, flannel. Nah,
Yeah,
I'm talking
flannel.
D-Mac.
In there.
shit. Just playing flannel.
Yeah, D-Mac, tell me about
In there.
puking at training camp, please.
Oh, yeah, it happens. It happens. Maybe, that's to get all the demons out from the night before, maybe. Who knows?
Or the
a
summer
little bit
before.
different back in the day. Stuff like that. But stuff like that happens. When we were growing up, we'd get bag skated, like not in pro, but in junior or stuff like that. The object was to try to make you puke, just to push it through your
Garbage cans around the rink and all that
for
stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
For sure. But guys usually did dude, some guys would do it on purpose before they went out after, night out, just
Because do
they
it on
knew-
your terms.
They knew
Right.
They knew what was coming.
Get it over with.
Yeah, I remember those days. Like you wake up, Spenny, you can probably speak to this. You wake up and you're like, it's gonna happen at some point.
Might as well do it now.
I may as well. I want to do it on my terms.
You're damn right.
Not on your terms.
And as a
Hangover.
professional athlete, it's part of your threshold to whatever. You almost have to do it. You know what I mean? To kick that next gear. When you always hear like game shape and field shapes different than no matter what it is, getting on the ice or getting in the ring or on the field or whatever like that. So I mean, hell of a touchdown celebration, but what are you gonna do?
Yep.
Again, you did hear he caught a ball and ran for a touchdown.
That's all
He
that
can
matters.
puke all he wants.
100%. He should be cool, and that should be his thing now.
Oh,
Like,
And I
steaming-
guess that was another touchdown that he had. Multiple touchdowns already in practice for Jameson Williams.
It's J-Mo Willie B, man.
He should be steaming Willie Beeman.
Yeah, Colton Pouncey says Jameson Williams had the highlight of the day, splitting two Lions defenders downfield and creating massive separation for a wide open touchdown.
Oh, the secondary still sucks.
Amon-Ra, Carlton Davis and Amik Robinson are both hurt.
Or J-Mo is just that.
Amon-Ra
damn good.
St. Brown on J-Mo. He just looks more comfortable. He looks like he's done this before.
I'm telling y'all.
Oh, you mean like he had reps and games and
eat a dick, Flannel.
And he's actually an option in the offense.
Flannel's getting that jersey.
They're gonna get him the pill. You're saying?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
D-Mac, what do you got going on this weekend, man?
A lot of stuff tonight. If anybody's South Line doing a comedy show, my boy Cam Rowe.
That's what's up.
Dinner and a show. 6 o'clock. I think it opens. Comedy's at 7.
Okay.
I'll be over in Windsor, Border City Wrestling. Tommy and I are gonna go.
You going through a table?
No.
You putting someone through a table?
Come on.
Are you done going through tables?
For For the most part.
Yeah. You're talking to the manager of the tag team champions. Come on now.
For the most part. And then Flophouse, actually, if anybody's downtown Saturday night, at the old Miami, if you've ever been to the old Miami downtown, in the atrium or whatever, we got Flophouse Wrestling. So
I gotta miss it.
One of the most fun wrestling shows outdoor downtown Detroit.
Nice.
So if you're down there, come and check it out.
Here it is, the Shaquille Oatmeal. Please don't tell me with the revamped secretary we're still getting cooked.
Y'all got to come up off of that, man.
It's the first day of training camp, guys.
All right.
2 pieces of the revamped secondary aren't practicing.
And J-Mo is just that damn good.
I'm telling
Prove me wrong.
Bro.
Only things... Knock on wood.
I know what I saw. I know what I saw in college. I know what I saw when the ball gets in his hands. I know what I saw.
All they got to do is stay healthy.
Yeah, flannel.
All right. Be back at it tomorrow, everybody. For D-Mac, for KG, Spencer Raxter, Juice, I'm Neil Rule. Thanks for tapping in. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Well, see you later.